Hello, sports movie fans, and welcome to Locker Room Flicks podcast. I am your host, Frank Sullivan. With me is my co-host, Frank Darland. Frank, how are you this afternoon?
Very good today. Yep. Just got home from work.
Did you? How was the deli counter?
It wasn't that busy today. It wasn't too bad. I had to drop off the puppy to it, so I had to leave a little early and then come back. She's in the kennel. She's got almost 9 days. She's going to be in it. That's a tough one. So
that's a long time. I know.
Yeah, it's a nice place, but it's still a long time. Remember, she's an old.
It's
girl.
Still different. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But we'll see her. Won't even see her Monday because they'll be closed. We'll see her next Tuesday.
Wow.
So that's about it.
So you set sail, right? You're going on
sail tomorrow. Yeah.
Cruise tomorrow. What time? What time are you leaving? What time are you leaving your house?
We're leaving 8:30, 8 in the morning. We'll probably stop to eat breakfast or something before we get there, and then they don't leave until 5:30 to ship. But we have a time.
What time? Where exactly are you driving to? Miami.
The port of Miami. Yep.
Oh, how far is that?
It's about 245 miles, so about 3 hours and 45 minutes.
All right, so not a bad drive.
No, for me, it's not. It's nothing.
No, you've done it. Yeah, you've done it before.
I would have rather go down to Port Canaveral, which is about an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
this wasn't my choice of this trip. If we ever go on another one, me and Linda, we'll go to Port Canaveral down the street, basically.
Oh yeah,
but whatever. Nice. Yeah, but it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I just want to get it all done. I want to park there, get on the ship. Do all the stuff, get on the ship, and see you later. That's all I want to do. You know how it is. It's like getting on a plane. It's the same story. You got to go through all the stuff and
check in and
yeah.
You're going on Norwegian, right?
Yeah, Norwegian. Yeah, never been on there before, so.
I heard it's a beautiful ship. I see a few things here and there.
Yeah, I heard the food's good, so that's important.
Really?
So, yeah.
That'll be good.
If
Norwegian is listening, and we know that they are, they could sponsor us, and we'll pitch their cruises.
Yoo-hoo!
But that's good. That's good. I think we're just hanging this weekend. Nothing really too much going on. Weather's kind of crappy today, but I think it's supposed to get warmer all of next week, so it's going to shoot up the temperature.
You got anything for Memorial Day?
Nothing really quite yet,
no,
honestly. I don't think we have any. I thought about maybe grilling out.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, I have Monday off, which is nice. So
that is nice.
I have Memorial Day. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Any other movies you're watching besides The Wrestler? Anything new you want to talk about? Anything new you saw?
No, we're just finishing up a lot of our shows. A lot of our shows we're finishing up because it's getting into the spring now. Not the spring. Mm-hmm. A lot of the shows are ending, so that's what we're doing right now. Yeah.
Did you watch the House of Dragon? That's coming up. That's coming out in June.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I know. You definitely gotta rewatch the season before.
You do because it's been so like a year
long.
And a half. Yeah.
And it was just so confusing anyways with all like the time jumps anyways,
Yep, it is. Definitely. No doubt about it.
Definitely looking forward to that. That's like coming out in like a month or so.
Yep. And then, as you know, we'll be down there in June. There, I should say, in June, June 6th, I think, or something like that.
Gotcha, yeah.
Another adventure.
Never ends.
All right, but it never ends. But yeah.
All right,
cool.
we can
start it up.
Yeah, go ahead. You want to start it up?
You ready to go? Okay.
Yeah.
Introduction to the movie. We watched The Wrestler. Release date was December 17th, 2008. Box office info had a budget of $6 million. Opening weekend, 19 mil. Gross, 45 million worldwide. Not bad.
It said 19 mil for maybe I'm looking at
opening weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, opening it was 19 mil, and the gross was 45. And the budget was $6 million. I know the budget was small. It was very small.
Low. Yeah.
The director was Darren Aronofsky. That also did The Whale. I haven't seen it.
Did he really?
I've
seen it.
Have you? Is it pretty good?
It's good. It's interesting. No, it's
yeah. Okay, I figured that. Yeah.
It's very interesting. He's definitely. The movie's Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So
I can't wait
anytime
to see
you have just a small cast, it has to be a strong
right.
script.
Yeah. This is starring Mickey Rourke as Robin Ramzinski, or Randy the Ram Robinson. Marissa Tomei as Pam/Cassidy, and Evan Rachel Wood as Stephanie Ramzinski. There's really not, the rest of the people are very, there's not much to talk about the rest. But
there's not a lot.
The simple synopsis: a faded professional wrestler must retire, but finds his quest for a new life outside the ring a dispiriting struggle. This had 50 nominations.
I saw that it got nominated for a bunch of stuff.
24 wins. Mickey Rourke had a Golden Globe for actor.
Did he?
Bruce Springsteen had a Golden Globe for Best Original Song, and Marissa Tomei and Mickey Rourke also had a They got an Academy Award nomination for acting and in supporting. Yes, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Runtime was an hour and 49 minutes. And I watched it on Hulu. I don't know where you watched. I think it's Hulu. I watched it.
I watched on. Yep, I watched on Hulu too.
Yeah. So that's about it. That's pretty much it. We'll get into it more, but let's see what you got for the facts. Frank's 5 fun facts. Take it away.
Yep. So, fact number 1: the director revealed that Mickey Rourke was his first choice to play Randy the Ram Robinson, but the studio wanted Nicolas Cage, Ornofsky, fought to have Rourke as the Ram, and it ultimately won out. I guess there was another thing where Hulk Hogan claimed that on the Howard Stern show that they offered him the part, but the director just totally disputed the whole I guess thing, and he was never considered for that choice.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked out. That wouldn't have worked out. I don't think Nick Cage either. Sorry. Not for that part. No way.
No, I know. Very true. I don't know. I'm trying to think if anyone else would have been good for that. I'm sure there.
Well, I'm sure there is. I'm just saying, you know. But I thought he played it to a T.
Absolutely. Let's see here. So, fact number 2. This is a little bit about the drug use in here. So, the cocaine that Randy snorts is fake. It's also common practice in movies. Usually, inositol powder, which is normally B12 used in energy drinks, is used because it has the right consistency and is generally safe to use. Although it can produce a slight high, Mickey Rourke was apparently not notified of this effect and had a freak out on set.
Wow, that's crazy.
I know, absolutely. And then another thing was Scott Siegel, which is the actor who portrayed the steroid dealer in the film, was arrested a few months after the film's release for steroids possession and assaulting a federal officer. I thought
that's
that was
crazy.
Kind of funny. Yeah. He actually got arrested for steroids. Yeah,
that's nuts.
It's funny because we see them, you know, in various movies with the drug use. You see them always doing this type, you know, snorting, ejecting stuff. Because it's really, I think they really do inject stuff, but it's something that's not harmful.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah, the steroids, they used to always go.
It's
always
something
in the butt, or usually in the butt, soft tissue or whatever. Yeah. They did that a lot in a lot of sports. So,
but so it's interesting. Let's see here. So, fact number 3: World Wrestling Entertainment Hall of Famer, the Wild Samoan. You know how to say his name? And Alpha.
Yeah, I had it here. It's Afa Anoa.
Afa Anoa. Gotcha.
Afa Anoa, yeah. Something like that. Afa Anoa, yep.
He trained Mickey Rourke and choreographed the matches. His daughter actually was given a small role as the pharmacist. So she gave like a quick little cameo. Do you know who that is? Good. The Wild Samoan? I know you're a wrestling guy.
Yeah, that's remember way back. Once again, it's when you were.
I assumed.
It was before you were born, but not much. It was like 80. They were probably in the late 70s. But Afa and Sika, they are brothers. They look very similar, and they're from the WWE, and they're a lot of their kin wrestle today. Roman Reigns, all that group there. Well, they're all from them. They're all
gotcha.
They're all from that group.
Samoan and that makes sense.
Yeah, they're a tag team. Those two. Yep.
fact number 4: the first scene of Randy working the deli counter was improvised. When the real customers kept walking up to the counter during filming, the director just told Mickey Rourke to take their orders and they just kept rolling. Also, the scenes in the in the backstage locker room were all improvised too. So.
Oh, what do you mean improv? You mean they were just improv?
Just talking like again. They must have just been like, "We're gonna film you. Just talk like you're normally
cool.
with." Because after I saw that fact before, and I definitely could see like they're just talking like they would normally would, just like how we're gonna talk about matches and stuff.
So he was serving some of those people, and they didn't even know he was. They just figured he was another worker.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's funny as hell. That is funny though. That's good.
Yeah. And then for my last fact, this is a little bit about Marissa Tomei, which I'm sure, kind of let's.
Yeah, we'll get into that a little better.
Yeah. Marissa Tomei's first day of shooting was a scene where she gives Mickey Rourke a lap dance. Right. She also didn't think that Darren Aronofsky was a tyrant for making her do 36 takes on her pole dancing scene.
Yes.
I guess it was a chance for her to break open any kind of limits or whatever she said.
Yeah.
So 36 takes. Wow.
That was impressive.
Yes, we'll talk a little bit more about her later on.
Yeah.
But now,
all right. Those were good, Frank. Those were good. You mixed
it
up pretty good there.
There was a lot.
Though. I like that.
There was quite a lot of stuff there.
Yeah,
I tried to do the best I could.
That was good.
So overall thoughts on the movie? I haven't seen this movie before. I'm sure you have.
Yes, I've seen it once before. I've seen it once again. I probably saw it when it came out.
When it first came out?
Not in the theater, but I mean, I probably saw it online or whatever. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? No, I might have seen this in the theater. Actually, yeah, I think I did. Yeah. But yes, I liked it. I thought it was very well done. Remember, this is very similar to me as the Raging Bull. The Raging Bull.
Yes.
It can be sleepy. I get that. But you got to remember, that's why it got all those nominations, because it's a movie, and I love it. It shows the times, the troubles, the wrestlers. That's a true story, most of those. I mean, that's a tough life, man, at the beginning.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not the best in the world, That's a tough life. And your family and all that. So,
it's funny. It's funny you say that, because I kind of thought the same thing. It was a little longer than I would want it to be.
Yeah, I agree.
But it wasn't there. And again, there was a lot of scenes that were kind of like, it probably weren't necessary. There was a lot of throwing of stuff. But honestly, it wasn't that bad for me. I normally I'm like, why do we need this?
Yeah, I agree.
But again, like the scenes at the deli counter, there was a few there that just kind of went on. But it was funny. He was funny. It was great. He kills this movie.
He does.
Because ultimately, it's just him. It's the whole him. He's
very good.
He's in a lot of scenes by himself.
You're right. It is about him. This is similar, probably, to the one you just saw. You just mentioned The Whale. I haven't seen yet. It's very similar.
Yes.
He carried the movie. He did.
Absolutely,
100%. Yeah.
He carries the movie. You're right, and I guess they were saying he had, because I've never really seen Mickey Rourke in really anything else besides Iron Man. I don't know about you.
Yes, he was in Iron Man. Yes, he was.
The second one, but
yes.
I haven't really seen him in anything else besides this.
He's been in Sin City, and he's also been in The Expendables, the first one.
Right.
But I know what you're trying to say, though. No, I get it. He's just one of the guys in those. I mean, he's not the main actor, so he's just
correct.
But to get into this a little bit, he was a boxer. I
didn't know that, really.
Yeah, he fought. He was a boxer. He was pretty good, actually. He fought some amateur. I think he fought some pro. But after a while, it just wasn't for him. And his face, he was a nice looking guy, man. You got to look at some pictures when he's younger.
I was going to say he's hard to look at.
His face got beat up from boxing. He had a lot of plastic surgery done. He had a lot of broken cheek. He had a lot of things going on. Yeah, so they had to put them together, back together.
Yeah, I'm reading a little bit on him. He said he became a professional boxer at 91, but retired in 94.
Yeah,
and then I guess he received a lot of injuries: a split tongue, compressed cheekbone, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So it's a tough life. I mean, I mean even boxing is. I mean, you get even if you're good, you get beat up.
Correct. Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like I said, he absolutely he carries the movie.
Yep.
Because again, the budget wasn't too big.
No.
There wasn't really much to it. It almost like you could have shot this on one camera. Like it was just kind of like
I
him
agree.
just.
I agree totally. Yeah. Well, even the few events they had during high schools, So I mean, it wasn't. They must not. It must not have been. They look like they were high schools too. So they probably were. It probably didn't cost much. They probably had the fans come. People probably came for free just to watch, to get into it and be part of it. But yeah. But that's 20 years though. Remember, he was on top of the world, and then as time goes on, you get older, and
I kind of wish that was the one thing I guess I didn't see. I kind of wish they had like a flashback scene.
Yeah.
Of something like when he was early on in his career, like a quick little flashback scene. See what happened to why he's now like a washed up wrestler. But
it just showed if you remember, it just showed the posters where he's younger. You can see he's young in those.
Yeah, but you see he's that's true.
But that's all it shows, though. That's all it shows.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he did a great job. I really did. I guess people were very happy with it. Vince McMahon thought it was excellent. Mick Foley, Rowdy Piper, they all enjoyed it. They thought it was very well done and very realistic because they know.
Yeah, they've been there, done that.
Frankie, like you always say, all these people in all these sports, like we said with LeBron, watching that show, you all start out with nothing. And then you make your way up, and you have some people have some tough, some people make it all the way to the top. Some people never do. But it's a tough road in the beginning. It is.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hard work,
I was watching, a lot of those wrestlers, a lot of them started in Mexico, like Chris Jericho.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sure, I forget who else, the other guy, Rey Mysterio. A lot of those guys started in Mexico as nobody. You're right. And
you're right. Yeah. Yeah.
It takes a while, and you get the right
and
person to see you.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. You got to get somebody to see you, and hopefully you have the pizzazz and the abilities and all that stuff to make it. So, I agree totally.
And I think there's also that stigma around wrestling, that it's fake and it's and again it is to some extent. It's not to say I wouldn't call it fake. It's choreographed. It's
choreographed, right?
It's a storyline. It's like anything else. It's not obviously. It's not like boxing or UFC where they don't really know the winner,
right? Or the UFC or something like that.
Or UFC, It's like, okay, you're gonna win. How you guys get to it is really up to you guys. It's
exactly right. Yep.
It's a back and forth.
Yep.
It's choreographed. It's. But again, these guys, you see them. When Casey was watching, she was like watching them bleed and stuff like that, and like you've seen the hardcore matches.
Oh yeah,
with the tacks,
and that's real blood. Yeah, that's real blood. Mankind, he'd fall into the thing with 100 tacks in him, and
I didn't know about. I thought I had it in one of my facts where he cuts himself open.
Yes. Yes,
I thought I had that in one of my facts. I'll be honest. It's called giggling or juicing, getting color.
Very good. Very good. Or, getting color.
They have a little razor blade. That's crazy that they do that. I had no idea.
And Mickey Rourke did it. I don't know if you. I'm sure that's what you're seeing. Mickey Rourke actually did it too. He actually did it in the movie, so that wasn't fake. That was real. Yeah, they used to stick them on their taped hand and stuff.
Yeah,
in there. Yeah, hide them in there. This way they wouldn't affect them when they're wrestling. Cut the wrist or something. But it's amazing what they used to do. It really is. I was reading that. Remember when he has the prosthetic leg and he hits the guy?
Yep.
I guess that happened in an ECW show where a fan really yelled, "Use my leg." and eventually tossed his prosthetic leg to Tommy Dreamer, another good wrestler, who turned to use it on his opponent. So it was a true thing, but they just used it in the show to make it, just make it cool.
Uh-huh.
But,
I know. No, it was cool. Those hardcore matches are wild.
How about the talking they do? I love that. Inside the ring? Yeah, bring your arms up. And nobody really pays attention to that, though. See,
a lot of times you can't really hear them either.
No, exactly.
It's just the ref that's right there.
Yeah, definitely. That was very good. But everybody was impressed with it, most of the people that watched it, so nobody knocked it down. I guess that was filmed in New Jersey. That's what I thought it was.
I saw New Jersey, and I think it said Pennsylvania.
Yeah, a little Pennsylvania, maybe a little New York City. That was 40 days they filmed that.
Yeah, for a long movie, for a longer movie, that's definitely a quick production for sure.
Yeah, we've had a couple like that, Frank. We've had a couple of movies. I forgot what they all are, but we had a couple like that. They were like 30 days. That's impressive, really.
That's quick. And again, it's all the stuff behind the scenes, too. You don't realize, too.
Oh, yeah.
Granted, they do a lot in like post-production, stuff like that. But, yeah. No, it's
definitely.
That's quite a thing. Should we talk about, Marissa Tomei, what we all thinking about?
Oh, I'll tell you though. Once again, my cousin Vinny, she won the Academy Award and well deserved it. I love Marissa Tomei, and I know she bared herself in that, but besides that, she's a good actress. I've always liked her. She just has that way about her. She's good. She's even in. I don't know if you realize. I'm sure you do. She's in the new. She's in the new Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Oh yeah.
She's Aunt May.
Well, it's funny. I was looking her up. I was looking because obviously she's naked in this, so I had to look up her age. Her age in the movie. She was like 42 or something. 43.
43. Did you?
Great. I mean, great condition.
Did you Did you get this quote? I found this somewhere else. She asked about her nude scenes in this film. This is a quote. Marissa Tomei said, "I was like, what the hell am I doing? When I was younger, I thought, nah, don't. It's really was something to stay away from if you wanted to show that you were a serious actress." And then
that's everyone.
Yep. The wrestler came around at the age of 43, and I thought, now, really, now? Yeah, but I had my legs on me. I thought I'd be able to handle it. So the point she's making is, she says, if I look this good, she was basically saying, I'm going for it. And she did. 43 years old, she looked good.
For 43 years old, she was great. And you know what the other thing is, too? I don't want to say it was tasteful, but it was kind of, it was tasteful for the most part. It's not like she was in a sex scene with him and she's, getting naked and you see like a lot more.
No,
you saw her boobs and she wasn't bottomless.
No.
So I don't want to say it was tasteful. It was. We've talked about where like there's movies that have nudity for whatever reason.
Yes.
Where it's like just times where like it's not needed. It's just kind of is what it is. Yeah. It was done tasteful. I mean, she plays a stripper, so I think you got to kind of know going that if you're playing a stripper, you're going to be topless for the majority of your scenes.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they asked her that before she came to do it. So, and in the movie, she has a kid, which is good. Mm-hmm. I like that because it shows you she's just trying to make some money to support her kid. That's all. I don't have any problem with any of that stuff. Some of these people that do this, especially the professional people that do it, they're retired by like 40. Yeah. They save all their money up. They put it all away, man. I know it sounds.
You make a lot.
What do you call it? Even the porn stars, same thing.
Same thing.
A lot of them make millions. They put that money away. So whatever. Well, hey, whatever makes it work for you.
And again, for her, it's a job.
Exactly.
He was ultimately, she eventually. It looks like she pretty much falls for him.
Pretty much. Yeah.
But for the first part of the movie, he's a customer.
Yeah, I know.
He's a customer for the first part of the movie, and it's even though it's she's playing it as like I'm a little bit more, but I'd say she's trying to suck him out of money, but she's ultimately trying to get money out of him.
She does her job, yeah.
And then and also the other thing was like what I didn't understand is she's like, hey, I'm quitting, but then she they had that little kiss in that bar, and she's like, well, this isn't wrong. But if you're quitting, what does it matter?
Yes, I agree totally with you. Yep. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, it was very well done. And then he, I think he just fell for her in the end. And I really think he did. I think he really cared about her. I don't think it was
absolutely.
I think it was past the other part of it, yeah, but they were good together. They were good. And I forgot about that whole thing in that movie.
Yeah.
I forgot about that part. I didn't know Marissa Tomei was even in it. I really didn't. It's been a long time. I hadn't seen it. I don't do my homework on it. I like to watch it first, and then I went into it.
Sometimes I do a kind of both here and there. Sometimes I glance on it before.
Well, some of yours you gave me, some of those ones I didn't know, that the skateboard and stuff. So I did dig into those to see what they were about, so.
Yeah.
But, and let's not forget about the girl, too. I know she wasn't in there that long, his daughter, but she played a nice part. It was nice when they went down the pier finally and hung out together, and he hasn't been able to take care of her. He hasn't been around. And that's part of their life too, I think.
Yeah, we don't really see what happened with his daughter because he's just got an old picture with of her, and got all these these numbers how to reach her. Because who was she with? Her girlfriend?
Yeah.
So she was with her girlfriend.
I mean,
you don't really hear anything about the mother. But
you don't.
Again, she's
no, you don't. No.
It's definitely sad because he misses out on the dinner and
then, exactly. We've seen that coming.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We've seen that coming, and that's it. But yeah. But once again, I think it's trying to point out that the life is a tough life. I'm not sticking up for him, but it's a tough life, and that stuff happens, unfortunately. So.
Well, and you see, he doesn't have money to pay his rent for his trailer.
Remember that? Couldn't get in the beginning.
You're right. But at the same time, he's buying over $1,000 in drugs and steroids, and he didn't even have all the money for that. He's like, I know you got $400, but I know you're good for it. So he's got he's got $1,000 to spend. God knows how much he's paying at the strip club. I mean, he spent $60 for the lap dance.
You can put a lot of money away in that stuff, man.
Sure can.
Especially today, I couldn't even imagine what it costs today. It's got to be crazy.
I know.
I read a few things here. I guess only 12 and a half minutes of 110 were wrestling. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, they can't.
Yep.
It's just the life of a wrestler. And I guess all the wrestling scenes were filmed at a real wrestling events in front of live audiences.
Yep.
So, yeah. So what I think is they had wrestling. Those guys were all wrestlers, They were real wrestlers. All they're just high school.
I tried to see if
that's
the other thing is I tried to see if I recognized anybody, and I couldn't. In the after looking through the credits, I see a few names okay, I know who that is, but I couldn't pick anybody out of the thing.
Yeah. These guys aren't in the WWE. Let's put it that way.
No, they're no name. I don't say they're no name guys, but they're small time.
But they're making they're trying to make some money. They're doing the best they can.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Yeah, that was his first Oscar and Golden Globe nominations for this film. He had never got a nomination before of any kind. So, who's that little girl I hear?
You hear?
Yeah.
She loud. I know she's.
She's fine. She's fine.
She's teething a little bit. Yeah. You know how it is.
But like I said, it's how about in the end there? Pretty much in the end, like I said, doesn't give nothing away. When she comes to see him, and he says, "Yeah, I got to do this," and that's it. So it's like anything else. Here's the crowd out there. That crowd is a hard thing to not go out to. How can you not love that stuff? Imagine that.
No, I know.
Rock goes out, Stone Cold, all those people.
Thousands of fans.
It's gotta be awesome, man.
Electrifying.
Yeah. I don't think they ever get sick of it. I really don't.
No, I mean, again, a lot of them, and the guy tells him you can't. He's like, you can't do this. You can't. You're gonna kill yourself.
Heart thing, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a giant scar, but again, he'd rather die out there in the ring.
Exactly.
Than die working at the grocery store for minimum wage or whatever the hell it may be.
That was a little bit of Sopranos ending there. He's going to jump off. You don't know what's going to happen.
I was just going to say he's here. He's here. It's ringing in his ear, and he's holding his chest, and he's like, but he's going to leave. Again, these guys leave it all out there in the ring, and
they really do.
That's what any sport is. You see a lot of these hardcore guys, Mankind, getting thrown off cells and all this stuff. I mean, it's amazing how any of these guys, how there's not more deaths.
Oh, I know. Yeah. It's just when it comes to be enough, though. Mankind, Mick Foley, I listened to a couple interviews with him. He was retired. He says, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it no more. It's just too much. I love it. He says, I loved it, but I can just about walk, he says. It takes a toll.
I know.
Yeah. It's all fake, though. You try jumping 50 feet off the top of the cage and hit the table.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's even if you're jumping into a mat where that's cushioned. I mean, a lot of these actors have stunt doubles.
Oh, I know, definitely, yeah.
But yeah, no, I loved the ending. The ending was good. Like I said, this movie was really good. It had its slow moments, but it was good. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. They did a nice job. And don't forget, like I said, he did this for 20 years. In the movie, wrestling. Mm-hmm. It's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time. I don't know how old he was in the movie. Do you know, by any means, did it say?
How old was he supposed to be in the movie?
Yeah, in the movie. So he must have started when he was in his 20s. I would figure 40-something.
50s.
40-something. Maybe 50s.
Late 40s, 50s.
Yeah. They really never said it, I don't think. Yeah.
Let me,
The steroid injections. Oh, boy. That was bad.
Yeah,
I love it. I love the way they filmed it. Like you said, they let them just talk and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I guess due to the film's modest budget, Axl Rose donated the uses of Guns N' Roses' "Sweet Child of Mine" free charge for the final match.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Nice of him. That was nice of him to do that. Yeah, definitely. Some good music in that too. There was some good music. Yeah, but it was good. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, the second time I saw it, and he did a nice job. I don't think anybody else. I don't know. I don't think anybody else could have done as good a job. He did. And hey, let's give him a little credit too. Hey, he had a nice build on him, and he's no youngster when he made that movie either.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he had a good build on him. That wasn't fake build. That was real there.
Oh, absolutely. Everything was real on that. Yeah.
Yeah, he looked good. That wasn't a fake six pack or whatever the hell he had. He just was beat up. That's all. But. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yep. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I thought it was cool, and he gives him the action figure. I had tons of those growing up as a kid.
Oh yeah, I know. That was cool though. That was cool. Yeah, that's a good. You're right. That's a good one. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was a good scene there. And then he's doing the wrestling. Remember on the thing, doing the wrestling. I beat you again. He said.
I know.
That was cool, but yeah, it was nice. Yeah, the beginning starts a little crazy because he gets locked out. I'm saying, what's going on here? He's locked out, didn't pay his rent, It's
good to have a big van to sleep in.
Oh, my God. Yeah, definitely.
What do I think? I don't know if I have anything else, really. I mean, there's really not much really more.
No, there isn't. It was pretty basic what it was all about. The life of a wrestler. That's what it was, basically, pretty much what it was.
Yeah,
it was a tough business. I put Marissa Tomei was super hot. Put a couple extras in here.
You and me both. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, she did a heck of a job.
Sure
once again, good for her. I'm happy for her. She did it, and she got it done, and she got a nominee for it. So, pretty impressive. All right.
Let's get into ratings.
You start.
It got a 7.9 on IMDb, which is really good.
Yeah. Yes, it did.
I'm going to go a little bit lower than that. I said I'm going to go 7.5. I'm going to go. I don't know. Let's go with a 7.5.
Okay, 7.5.
Like it was just for a few scenes they could have cut out. It was a little, but other than that, it was still a pretty solid movie.
I agree totally with you.
What do you got? What do you want to get?
I'm going to go about the same because he carried the movie. Yep. I'll give him a 7.5 on it. Marissa Tomei was excellent in it, and that's about it. There wasn't much else in that movie. But
that's the problem. There's just not a big cast, and there's not much to it.
a little too longer, a little long. Should have been about an hour and a half. Would have been good. But,
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
So I'm going with you, 7.5. I go the same.
Yep.
Yep, definitely.
All right, good. I know I got to figure out what we're going to do for the next movie. And yeah, we'll take it from there. We'll figure out what we're going to do. Anything else?
That's it, buddy.
Good pick. All right, well, sounds good, and that's the ball game.